What's going on, everybody? Mr. No Tubes back today with another video, and today we are covering something a little bit different. Not really, I guess, different, but we're just back to more of the content I kind of was doing in the regular season, postseason, covering individual player. Now, the Spurs are a team that's extremely, extremely intriguing to look at because when you're watching the Spurs, what I find so interesting now that they have Victor is they have him, Keldon Johnson, and Devin Vassell. Now, Keldon Johnson, I think a lot of people talk about, along with even Jeremy Sochan. I think it's in part because people talk about him looking like Dennis Rodman, which is kind of ridiculous. But Devin Vassell, I think, kind of slips into the cracks when a lot of people talk about the Spurs. Now, I'm going to be honest, starting off here, I do not really watch a lot of Spurs games. Of all the teams, even the young teams I kept an eye on, the Spurs were just never one of them. I have no real reason to explain why, they just weren't. But as I decided after I got done with all these top 10 videos that you guys have actually done really well at supporting, and don't forget to keep supporting it by leaving a like, comment, subscribe, I think Devin Vassell is low-key the X factor to what the Spurs do next. I think if he really continues to step it up and perform in a way that we don't quite expect, that I think that this team can go to a play-in level, maybe not immediately, but I think if you give him just a little bit of time, he can be a lot more than people expect. I think the issue is, too, he got hurt this season. But I think when you look at him giving you 18 on 40 and 40 splits, or 42 or 43 splits, I think he's legit. Now, let's take a look. Now, Devin Vassell here, I think, is an underrated defender. Here, as we see the play, he gets the strip off the attempt at a DHO. But look at how he moves. He immediately is able to just use his sheer speed to catch up to the attempted handoff and close it off. And this here is just defensive IQ that I think Pop helps him with. He sees Middleton's committed to the ISO play and immediately goes in for the strip, which is impressive. And here we see what I think is so impressive is Devin Vassell here sticking with the big. Look at what he does here. Just is able to use his strength to keep up and then get in front of the big. Devin Vassell is a actually underrated defender, I think, because it's a team like the Spurs, because they're obviously rebuilding. But I think once Victor gets there and you really have a better interior presence, you're going to see Devin Vassell unlocked. Now let's take a look here at the playmaking. Look at this beautiful dump pass after realizing that the center wasn't back in time and gets the easy dump. Now look here. He drags in the guy. Keldon is signaling that he's going to cut. And the bounce pass here is insane. The sheer passing ability of Devin Vassell is nuts to me. He gets Jordan Clarkson, the entire team collapses in on him. To make sure the guy commits, he does this beautiful jumping bounce pass to get the corner three. And that's where I think, again, Devin Vassell does a lot that people just don't talk about. Now, again, I'm not going to sit here and say he's some superstar in the making or that he's even going to be a star. But I think he's going to be a crucial role player to a championship team if the right team really uses him. And I think if Pop keeps up the way he's going to do great. And now, of course, we got to talk about him as a scorer. Here he uses the beautiful pick off Sadiq Bey to get a big enough gap to shoot the three and get it in nice and easy. And then coming up here again, another DHO dribble handoff situation. Look at Vassell off ball, already starting to move to cut. And again, as he gets the separation here, he realizes with the big, he creates enough separation from Terrence Mann and then does this beautiful spin to get the midi jumper. And again, Devin Vassell here just moves so well and uses screen so beautifully. He sets the screen already. And realizing that he gets that separation between Jackson and then Zubac, who's a little bit more slow-footed, he immediately gets that floater jumper and just can continue rolling. And Devin Vassell, to me, you guys, is someone, again, who I don't think is going to be anything crazy in this league. I don't think he's going to be some all-star. He could be an all-star once or twice in his career. But I think Devin Vassell is genuinely such a crucial piece for this Spurs rebuild. I think what he does for them is so under-discussed because before you had DeJounte, and now you have Keldon Johnson, who everyone loves, and now, of course, you're going to have Victor Wembanyama, who everyone's going to be focused on. But I think if Devin Vassell is able to truly step up and is able to truly be your third scorer, and honestly, even at times a secondary playmaker / ball handler outside of Victor, and I think him and the Victor pick and roll is going to be low-key nasty. Nasty. Keep an eye out for that. I think that this team has another level that we're not even sure of. Of course, it all depends on if he stays healthy. I don't know what you guys think. Do you agree with this idea that Devin Vassell is a hidden X factor for the Spurs? Do you think that there's someone else on the team? Like, do you think Sochan is really that next X factor guy? But to me, I think Devin Vassell is a underrated defender. Again, nothing insane, but I think he really puts in the effort and the energy, which I think for someone like Pop is going to be perfect. And I think the offense is a very underrated because, again, he's been surrounded by pieces that are better than him. But I think if he really gets to be seen by fans in this coming up, regular season, and see that he's a legit third option, I think guys are going to really start giving him his respect. So as always, guys, this is Emster No Soups. Let me know what you think down below. Do you think Devin Vassell is underrated? Give me a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys want to see next. As always, guys, this is Emster No Soups. Have a good one. Peace out.